The comic book rumor report. Let's talk about the 5 hot books for the week. Alright, a little disclaimer here. This is by no means my saying go run out and buy these books. This is just me pointing out some stuff I've noticed recently and throughout the week with the 5 most talked about books in either the shop I work at or online or doing shows, going to the flea markets. What are guys looking for? What's popping off on eBay? Stuff like that. What news and announcements are correlating with these books. So we'll jump into, of course, the book that everybody's talking about right now, Uncanny X-Men 130, first appearance of Dazzler. We know the current rumor is that Taylor Swift is reportedly playing Dazzler in Deadpool 3. Now, this seems to be Disney's move to try and cash in on Barbie being a massive success, and they're trying to go for the Swifties fan base, trying to get them to lock in and get Taylor Swift in there. Would I expect to see, a Dazzler solo film or a big focus on Taylor Swift? No, I don't think so. I don't think Taylor Swift's locking in the MCU in that way, in that regard. I would expect to see her pop up a couple of times if they do go through with Taylor Swift. No, it's not going to be cheap to get her in there, and apparently she's only going to be a cameo in Deadpool 3. So they're probably just doing it to really gauge excitement about Taylor Swift. But this book's been going crazy. I mean, a $50 copy is going for $100. A $50 copy, let's say 2-3 months ago, and probably right before the announcement, I wasn't looking right up till then, but around 2-3 months ago, I was looking at this book, and a $50 copy is now going for $100+. So this book has popped off like crazy. So maybe something to steer away from, but if you see it cheap in those LCSs, maybe you should check it out, or your flea markets, or wherever, you got to do your digging. Now, the next book I have on here, New X-Men 114, First Appearance of Cassandra Nova. Now, this is a triple key. First Appearance of Cassandra Nova. Apparently, Emma Corrin will be playing also in Deadpool 3. We've heard a million rumors about Deadpool 3. Who knows what's truly happening? I believe the Taylor Swift thing more than I believe this, but I'm not saying this isn't going to happen. It's just, who cares to a certain extent? I mean, look, this is a cool book to pick up in the dollar bins. I just saw one recently for $2. I just left it behind because I'm at $1 on the book and it had some ticks on it. But, the thing with this book is first Cassandra Nova. It is also first time the Beast has a more animal look to him for the Blue Beast. And it's also like the new suits for the X-Men at the time. So it's a cool little triple key. There's nothing really that exciting about it. Cassandra Nova's not a throwaway character, nothing too crazy. But in the shop, we sold, I think, 5 copies this week. So it's a hot book. It's something that a lot of guys are talking about. I've seen books go online. They're selling for $10 to $20 right now, last I saw. So definitely a hot book at the moment. Something that, if you see for $1, pick it up maybe. But past that, I would probably stay away from this one personally. Avengers number 35. This is a book I actually talked about months and months ago. And I think this is again, a little minor key, a little slept-on book in those dollar bins. It is the first cover appearance of Sam Wilson as Falcon. And that is not why people are talking about this book, funny enough. People are talking about it because it is the first issue in the Time Runs Out story arc with Doctor Strange, and the new rumor is that Doctor Strange 3 is going to follow that story. Hopefully Sam Raimi returns to direct this or at least produce it in some way, because I think that was what made Doctor Strange 2 so exciting for me personally, was Sam Raimi's sense of direction. Without that, I don't think I would have liked that movie nearly as much as I do. But it's the beginning of Time Runs Out, which is a fun modern story for Doctor Strange. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the MCU. But this is, again, Falcon as Captain America is his first cover appearance, and he's also inside the book. Everyone acts like he's not in the book. He is in the book. So it's a cool book. I picked up a bunch of them back, over a year ago, maybe 2-3 years ago at this point, and I was talking about this book back then on social media. I don't think I ever did a YouTube video about it. I may have. But I've definitely talked about it on the Facebooks and the Instagrams and stuff like that, just because I think it's a book that was a little bit undervalued for $1. It's worth. I think it was worth picking up, especially because at the height of the spec boom, nobody was talking about that book. So then we got Uncanny Avengers Annual number 1, the first appearance of the Emerald Warlock. The Green Witch is supposed casting for Agatha Harkness, rumored to be Aubrey Plaza. Now, the new rumor that's come out since then is that this is going to be an original character that is based similarly on the Emerald Warlock. They're using the Green Witch as just kind of like a Star Wars, the working title was Blue Harvest, same kind of thing as a working title almost. They do that a lot in Hollywood. So it's a book that, it's a dollar book. It's nothing that was even on my own radar, to be completely honest with you. So, to see this book selling $5-10, I think, maybe be fun for $1. If you want to roll your dice on it, maybe. But I don't think this book will have any real grounds to it. But I do think Aubrey Plaza she's a hot actress, and she's definitely fit for the Agatha Harkness show. Whether or not the show is something I would enjoy, that's besides the point. And the last book I'm here to talk about today is the Toxin Avenger #1. Now, of course, we got the movie poster, we got a promo for the upcoming remake, and Lloyd Kaufman announced the world premiere for the film in, I think, October or November. I actually have a review for the original Toxin Avenger coming out in October. Stay tuned for that. I drop a different horror movie review every day in October, so check that out when that's coming very soon. October is coming quicker than you think. And I don't know how I feel about this. I like Toxin Avenger a lot, and it's always been very goofy stuff. So Peter Dinklage and going with like that route on it, I mean, I guess it makes sense in that it's not that out of the ballpark, as Troma's always been very goofy, but I don't think it's for me. I mean, look, I'm going to wait the trailer. I'm still going to watch the movie, and I'm probably going to give my opinions on a video and a post or something like that at some point. I'm not excited. At the moment, not. I'm more dreading it. I feel like console. I have a bad feeling about this. But we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you think. What books should I talk about? What do you think? What else do you think is hot this week? What books do you think you should stay away from? Are any of these undervalued still? Who knows? I think all of them are just kind of all what they are. The Uncanny Avengers Annual 1, it's a $1 book to me. The New Avengers 114, same kind of thing. I'm at $1 on it if I see it. Avengers 35, I think it should be like a $5-10 book. Maybe $20 at the height of speculator boom would have made sense. I don't think it would have been right to pay that. But yeah, it's just something like for $1, it's just neat. And I've noticed it getting kind of hot recently because of the time runs out thing. Toxic Avenger, I think like between $40 and $60 for the #1 is fair, considering how big Troma has become since its inception. And I always thought that the Marvel series was kind of a cool series to collect. And that Uncanny 130, it's hot. It's pretty much doubled in value right now from what it was. I know the 9.8 has rocketed back up. I think even if I'm not mistaken, above the speculative boom price for an Uncanny 130. So that book's ridiculously hot right now. All stuff I think is probably worth steering away from at the moment, unless you find it cheap out there. But if you aren't already, follow me here on Facebook and Instagram for more daily content. I might do the series more, I don't know if it's going to be a weekly thing, monthly thing, just kind of as I see stuff pop up. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this yet. Maybe it'll be an Instagram post instead of a video. But either way, I think it's kind of interesting regardless. So if you aren't already, follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more daily content. Here I drop YouTube shorts every day where I talk about news and announcements, and I flip through books and stuff like that. And I post usually 2 times a week, full-length videos on the channel. I post throughout the week on Facebook and Instagram. I do a series called Tales on a Hunt, where I talk about going out and actually hunt for the books. And then I do the hauls on the YouTube where I actually bought. But Tales on a Hunt's more about like what I found, what I didn't buy, people I ran into, stories and stuff like that, some fun stuff like that. And I post other stuff on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed, where you have a behind-the-scenes look at Connor's comics. There's polls for upcoming videos. We have conversations about comics you read, comics I read, movies you watched, video games, whatever. Go in there, post yourself. That's all linked down in the description. Until next time, peace.